In May of this year, I stood in front of the KW Awesome Foundation and I told them that I want to tile a wall. And they asked me, how big is the wall? And I said, I don't know. When they ask me, where is the wall? I say, I don't know yet. And so that's sort of become my little theme song is I don't know yet. But some of the answers have come to me the day after I won the money from the KW Awesome Foundation. So they gave me $1,000 basically, with no strings attached, just to tile a wall. And Christine Ryer from House of Friendship just was one of many people who said congratulations. And I said, hey, you don't happen to have a wall, do you? And she said, are you kidding? We have tons of walls. Come on down, pick a wall. But the one wall that she said to me, she said, I gotta show you the one that I think is the ugliest wall. And I said, oh, I've gotta see the ugliest wall. I really wanna see the ugliest wall. She showed me a bunch of other walls, but to me, if somebody tells me it's the ugliest wall and they're giving me a chance to make something beautiful, I want the ugliest wall. I was thinking, if I'm gonna tile a wall next year, then I need to get some people to do something beforehand. And so I was thinking beforehand, and I've often tiled hands into pieces that I've done. And I thought, what if I got everybody to tile their hand? The first thing you're gonna do is basically trace your hand. Putting your hand down on a piece of paper and tracing around it with your marker. Does anybody need help with their hand? Do you want to do your opposite hand? Is there somewhere where it wouldn't matter? Put your fingernails.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I do too.
I still do round that at the bottom. Yes.
And
I mean, if you're really serious, like, no, one guy here. That's really cool. Okay, level. So,
I don't think you're. Is it not worth it? Hey, take your hand away.
So yeah, you'll just sort of have to bake it at the bottom so that it rounds.
The kids did rock and roll hands.
Yeah.
That's right.
For some reason, people feel kind of nervous about smashing stuff, so I'm just going to demonstrate so you don't feel nervous. I don't know. If you guys do stuff with your hands, you might not care, but some people are really scared, especially the noise. This is what you can do, is just smash. So I always joke that at our house, when you hear that noise, everybody just goes, yay! Even my stepdaughter's 6, and the one time she broke something and she's like crying, and I said, Bella, you know what I do with broken stuff. You don't need to cry. Anyway,
It's really fun.
Sure,
Do you want to talk?
oh,
that was a good one.
Oh, it's too pretty. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous it is smashed.
Try and keep the rolls intact. That's going to be difficult, I think. Let's see if I can do this. Got it. Got it. So knowing that we're doing our mosaic hands for the House of Friendship, when I saw this plate, it just spoke to me about the importance of having a home, the feeling of security, and making sure that everybody should have a home like this.
I brought a plate that was actually one of the last plates from my wedding china that we picked. We didn't have formal china, we just had kitchen china. So we're down to the last few pieces.
This was the bacon grease cup in my mother's cupboard. So it breaks up really easily.
He used to salvage boats and everything, and he was very close to Dad, and that's this is why I'm using this plate. I'm making it beautiful because he used to salvage ships and treasures and make them beautiful before he died.
So this is my daughter in the middle.
and who wants to get married, and that's why we have the wedding ring over here. She's a young girl with, she looks very much like her, but she doesn't know that she is going to be asked shortly. Probably while we're doing this.
So this is a mug that has bad mojo for me.
Okay.
So I'm making it into good mojo.
When I was a young kid, I had this jar that sat on my nightstand, and every day I'd look at it, and then one day the dog ran in and the jar smashed. But I've always kept it with me because I thought one day I might do something with it. And now 20 years later, I found a use for it. So I was excited to bring it in and smash it up.
The glaze on the plate was imperfect, and it wasn't actually suitable for eating on. So I've been having it sit around loving it, but unable to use it for anything. And this seemed like a really good opportunity to both get rid of it and enjoy it.
I have a fish I brought that is from Hebron near Jerusalem. So it's from the Middle East. And so we would always pick up glass pieces and we go visit my family in Palestine. And I've used one of these fish in my own countertop in my kitchen. So I thought I'd add it to my hand.
Well, these are just some jewels and some things like this are special to me. But I'm never going to wear this, so I'm probably going to try and put it on that.
Okay.
Like these. And it's just really hard to make everything fit.
We had to leave all the other dishes in a box in another room because she would have panicked if we had thrown them all out.
This is my friend Sherry, by the way.
And
She's very creative
this
too.
made her happy to know that all the old broken and chipped mugs were being reused and repurposed in a fun project.
Dish that my mother had, and she has passed away a number of years ago, so rather than keep it in a cupboard, this is a nice way to have it out to remember her. So
this is my kitchen dishes that I broke accidentally, so I thought I quite like them. I've had them for about 15 years.
she died of breast cancer, so that's very important to me. I always feel she's the angel watching over me.
These are all mugs and cups from my parents' cupboard, and I remember that all of them from when I was a child, and they've stayed in the cupboard even though they were broken and chipped and cracked and stained and beyond use, but they've all been repurposed.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a story about what I love about Kitchener-Waterloo. I had an opportunity to represent Canada and Japan in 1999. I was president of a Rotary Club, and this was our theme for that year. So this is my Rotary pin because I'm celebrating 25 years in Rotary this week, or not this week, the beginning of February. I'm a school board trustee, and this is for my father and mother, Irish heritage. And I used to run Junior Achievement.
There we go.
My house is ready.
Very nice. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I think I want it to be.
This represents, this looks like native motif, and that represents the native in me, and this is because I like green, and my green, non-existent green, my non-existent green thumb, so I moved it to my green finger instead because I don't have a green thumb, so I got a green finger. And I like flowers, but they die quickly because I don't have a green thumb, I got a green finger.
Because they're all so different.
She threw the head off a little bit.
Oh, yes.
Add a little bit of interest.
Last time I came back with like a gallon of
They're great.
I love it. It's my happy hand.
It's my jewel. It looks like jewelry for me.
It went very well. That's why I'm cleaning up. That was a great group.
Yeah.